today's news, Gatorade names ADAEJAH as the Florida Girls Track and Field Player of the Year. $511,000 contract signed for Long Swamp Pump Station, athletes ready ahead of CSC Games, and a view of the non-stop art exposition opening day. Viewers, these and more stories when 284 News return.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
Welcome viewers to the Thursday, June 29th edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Leading today's news, BVI lander ADAEJAH Hodge of Montverde Academy is the 2022 to 2023 Gatorade Florida Girls Track and Field Player of the Year, making her the first from her school and from the territory to be selected for the prestigious award. The award recognizes athletes who are outstanding both on the track and in their academics, in addition to possessing exemplary character demonstrated on and off the track. Hodge recently won the national championship in the 200-meter dash with a time of 22.64 seconds at the New Balance Nationals Outdoors. Her best 200-meter time this season is 22.60 seconds, which is ranked second in the United States among girls prep competitors this spring. She also boasts the third fastest time of 11.11 seconds in the 100 meters. At the New Balance Nationals indoors this past winter, ADAEJAH set a national, high school, and world under-20 indoor record in the 200-meter sprint with a time of 22.33 seconds. As it pertains to her academics, Hodge has maintained a 4.04 weighted GPA in the classroom and will begin her senior year of high school this fall. Commenting on the exemplary character, Gatorade said, and I quote, "Hodge has volunteered locally with Dreamplex, which provides coaching for children with disabilities, and she's donated her time to Habitat for Humanity, the Youth Impact Project, and Adopt a Highway. She is now a finalist for the prestigious Gatorade National Girls Track and Field Player of the Year Award, which will be announced in July 2023. In a significant step forward for the East End Long Sewage Infrastructure Network project, the government of the Virgin Islands has signed a contract with BioSafe Treatment and Septic Solutions for the construction of an inspection chamber, wet wells, and mechanical components for the Long Swamp Pump Station at the Cutlass Tower. The contract worth $511,786.97 marks an important milestone in a long-awaited project. The project, which has been in development since 2007, has experienced several stops and starts along the way. However, the signing of this contract demonstrates a renewed commitment from the government to address the sewerage infrastructure needs of the East End Long area. During the contract signing ceremony, the Honorable Kai Reimer, Minister for Communication and Works, extended congratulations to the awarded contractor and reflected on the vision for the project.
This is indeed a great occasion to be here at this contract signing ceremony to kickstart the major works associated with the Eastern Long Sewage Project. The signing of this contract signals the clear intent by the government of the Virgin Islands to complete the Eastern Long Sewage Project. I would like to offer my congratulations to Mr. Patrick Mitchell of BioSafe Treatment and Septic Solution and his team for being awarded the contract for the construction of inspection chamber, wet wells, and procurement and installation of pumps and mechanical components for the Long Swamp Pump Station. The Long Swamp Pump Station once constructed and commissioned, will serve as a central system for the collection of effluent to then be pumped into the Paraquita Bay waste treatment plant for tertiary treatment.
Minister Reimer emphasized the significance of the project and provided a summary of the scope of works that will be undertaken during the contract period.
Number one, installation of client-supplied concrete wet well segment, including lifting into place the wet wells and sealing the segments when fitted into place. Excavation works for the wet wells and inspection chamber, including all shoring works for the placement of the wet well structure to a base depth of 26 feet. Number three, construction of concrete reinforced inspection chamber of dimensions 22 feet by 13 feet. Number four, procurement, installation, and commissioning of triplex pump system with electrical panels, including all pumping and electrical works. Procurement and installation of piping system, including all mechanical components. Number six, provisioning of fencing gates generator. Number seven, construction of generator base and electrical panel housing.
Joining the ceremony, Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley highlighted the importance of this project within the broader context of needed infrastructure improvements in the territory. He emphasized that the government is committed to prioritizing such endeavors.
Really, the word for today is determination, because of course this administration is determined to clean up the mess. We inherited an infrastructure that's below our standards. And getting into this position, we are determined to make significant improvements to our infrastructure. Now, our sewage and how we deal with sewage is really a microcosm of the areas and issues that we have to address. We just were not dealing with the mess properly. So now we have many homes which have been hooked up to this gravity line system. And with this pumping station, we'll be able to pump the mess down to Paraquita Bay, where it can be treated properly. And then we will be able to close that chapter, at least as it pertains to the Eastern Long Look area.
Meanwhile, Mr. Patrick Mitchell, the owner of BioSafe Treatment and Septic Solutions, expressed gratitude that his company was entrusted with the responsibility of executing the newest development in this long-awaited project.
I am really thankful for the Honorable Premier and the Honorable Minister of Communication and Works to choose BioSafe Treatment and Septic Solutions as the choice of contractor for to do this with wastewater lift station, and also the commissioning of the wet well. I know this was something that was supposed to happen a long time, as the Honorable Premier said. I was part of that in the earlies where Burgess CBE was dealing with all of this, and you know, to see it happen now, you know, it's really nice to see that something like this is going to happen for the first time, at least in the eastern area.
Up next, athletes ready ahead of CAC Games and a view of the non-stop art exposition opening day. Well, these are more stories after a word from our sponsors.
VI Motors is having a major auto sale on all parts. What? Come on out to our Dust Bottoms location on Friday the 30th of June from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. to enjoy 20% off all filters, including filters that are compatible with Kenworth tractors, Mack, and excavators. Get major discounts on tires. And yes, we even have tires for forklifts, big discounts on tools, batteries, generators, car accessories, lubricants, and much more parts and supplies. This is VI Motors' way of saying thank you for all your support over the years. So come on now to VI Motors on Friday, June 30th from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock and enjoy some great music, great food, and great giveaways, all while you capitalize on our massive auto parts sale. See you there. Yes!
Yo, everything good there?
Aye. This thing got me one way, daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home. Keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into well. You know I watching ball. I even watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Welcome back, viewers. The BVI athletes who will be participating in the ongoing 24th Central American and Caribbean Games in San Salvador, El Salvador, have expressed that they are ready to compete ahead of their events. Prior to their departure to the Games, 284 Media caught up with a number of the athletes who were present in the territory. Archer Rincinia Georges, who is the first archer to represent the territory at the CAC Games, spoke on the feeling after first hearing the news that she was selected for the Games. She also addressed some of the challenges faced leading up to the historic moment, as well as her plans on training the youth to be in a similar position in the sport of archery.
I mean, it was definitely a great achievement for archery because our first international games, I can say like we only started in 2015. And with Irma and COVID, that took about maybe 3 years out of us doing anything. For us to be able to go to our first major games as a sport can show the development of the sport in the territory. And I'm actually looking and training myself, some youngsters, to come and take this spot. Because while it's great for me to go ahead and represent, I would actually love more the youngsters to be the ones in this position to represent the territory.
Mrs. Georges also revealed her goals for the Games, one of which is to gain a spot at the upcoming Pan American Games.
Well, this is the first major Games for archery, and at this point, I'm just looking at being hopefully in the top 8 so that I can get a spot at the Pan American Games. That is my goal. I do know some of the competition personally who I'm going up against, in the female compound division. So, this is, the archery is a very small community and we're very close knit. So we happen to know those that we're going to be shooting against. So, like I said, my goal right now is just to reach in the top 8 position so that I can go ahead and go to the Pan American Games.
Georges will compete in the women's compound individual starting Sunday, July 2nd at 9 a.m. 284 Media also caught up with twin athletes Jaimon and Diamante Gums, who will be representing the territory in the shot put and discus field events. Diamante expressed that he is in good spirits ahead of the tournament.
We both are feeling good. We were excited when we got our names called in the pool and on the list for the CAC Games. And, really when we go there, we just want to do like what we always been doing, just representing the country, just doing our thing, touring far, and really just having a good time down there. So we know it's going to be good competition, so we're going to just have to work hard and we're going to bring it when we go down there.
Jaimon shared similar sentiments, adding that he is ready to compete.
Yeah, rebounding off what he said, it's always a good feeling when you get to represent the BVI. And being chosen for the CAC Games, it's one of the biggest games that's out there for us in the summer. And so from today, give us a big confidence boost on knowing that where we are and where we're at is not far from where we want to be. So being selected for the CAC Games, I think we're going to be in really good shape. We're going to be ready to go. It's always an honor, always a privilege. And we promise that when we go down there, we're going to do our best. So I feel like we're ready. We're going to give a couple weeks of training, get some good rest in, go to the beach, eat some nice food, and we'll be ready for CAC Games.
Jaimon and Diamante will compete in the shot put final on Monday, July 3rd, starting at 5:25 p.m. and will return to compete in the discus final on Wednesday, July 5th, starting at 6:55 p.m. Meanwhile, track athlete Jaleel Kroll, who will compete in the 200-meter semifinals starting at 5 p.m. on July 5th, says he intends on running as fast as possible and medaling in his event.
Run fast in the 200. I did 1 for the season, 20.9, and I think that's a big opener because like the same as my previous year was 20.93. I ran 20.95 this year. I want to improve that, make it final CSC for the first time, probably bring home some hardware.
Laser sailor Tad Letsum kicked off the games for the BVI on Monday, June 26, finishing 8th overall after day 1. However, weather conditions on Tuesday and Wednesday prevented the completion of full races. But the other athletes representing the BVI include Ricoy Brathwaite, Beyonce DeFreitas, Daya Erickson, and Olympian Eldred Henry. Brathwaite and DeFreitas will compete in the 100-meter semifinals on July 3rd at 5 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. respectively, and DeFreitas will return to contest in the 200-meter semifinals on July 5th starting at 5:30 p.m., while Erickson will take part in the 100-meter hurdles semifinals starting at 5:45 p.m. on Tuesday, July 4th, and Henry will compete in the shot put final on Monday, July 3rd, starting at 5:25 p.m. Following a recent interview with mixed media artist Tia Letsum, our cameras paid a visit to the non-stop art exposition at the Tortola Pier Park. But let's take a look at how things unfolded for the event's opening day.
My name is Grim, and
this is Ronan.
You're in the attic currently, and we're standing in the Grim Art Expo. This is a mixed media house here that we have.
Many of you may know the attic, which myself and Leroy Abraham, we got this open. The idea was about 6-7 years ago, and then there was Irma, and then there was the pandemic. So we actually got the place finished in the pandemic, but when we started it, part of the vision was to have this as a cultural space. So not just a shots bar or a wine bar, but more of a sort of a funky space. And now it's become
very much an experience.
It's become a Grim experience.
Grim experience. Definitely have been working since I met Ronan. Probably, when did we meet officially?
I think it's probably a couple of months ago. I think.
Yeah.
One of the Abraham family bought one of your pieces, and they're like, "You've got to meet this talented artist." And then we had the conversation. I was like, "Well, we need a refit." And, it's
been history ever since. Honestly, I'm basking in proudness and just, I don't know how to explain it. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, we really hope lots of people can come and experience the attic and also Grim's art.
Yes, sir. Grim art, Grim vibe, Grim exhibition.
Up next, one VI poker run gearing up, SCATILIFFE to become next BVIEC board chairman, and unstable weather conditions experienced today. With these stories, when 284 News return.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, you enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man forget you.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The highly anticipated One VI Poker Run will take place this weekend with a large number of boats from the BVI, USVI, Puerto Rico, and Anguilla participating in the exciting event. The event, which is in the second year, is geared towards raising funds for charitable causes, as well as presenting an avenue for boaters across the region. Founder of the One VI Poker Run, Dr. Michael Turnbull, recently sat down with our Ron Grant to discuss the event.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you, Ron, and 284 Media, and also the global partnerships of CCT Telecommunications, who is our official media partner and telecommunication partner. And this is not just a 1 year. We've made a multi-year agreement, and we both are invested in these Virgin Islands and making sure that we are not just presented in the best light, but we support excellence. And we thank you for the connectivity and the speed and the performance and the reliability that is 284 Media and CCT Telecommunications. As a fellow brand ambassador myself for this amazing company that has grown over the last 30 plus years, and Mind Wellness Center that's now in its 7th year.
Yes.
Partnerships continue, and this is what the One Virgin Islands Poker Run represents: unity, strength, knowing that we're stronger together. And we are culminating our activities this weekend with an amazing time, starting off on Friday, June 30th at the CUB Rugby Pier Park. And we just are excited to be here. So I want to thank you all and everyone who's a part of this amazing team for having us and being a part of this amazing weekend of fun. But as you know, our poker run leads with a heart, because the main function why I'm a part is to give back to our community in a sensible, meaningful, and impactful way, not just with word of mouth, but with actual dollars and sweat equity that makes a difference in our future here in these Virgin Islands.
Dr. Turnbull spoke directly to the cause and who benefits from the funds raised.
Well, my giving started from my parents, especially my mom, who gives back, and that has been given to me. You give to make a difference. You know, when you want to make a difference in your community, you give back what you have. I was able to combine my love for boating, and that's something that is a national importance of history here in these Virgin Islands, and my love for education and giving back to our children together with this event. And I said, if we're going to do it, if I'm going to be a part, the main unction and impetus of why we do this has to be given back. It's not for profit. We don't do this to line our pockets. We give back to our schools. And we did so last year and earlier this year, and you guys covered those that we were able to partner with Edith Scatlin Primary School and Ivan Dawson Primary School. We gave back over $20,000 in equipment, laptops, resources, and we even kicked in and partnered with the RDA to fix the ceiling at one of the schools. It was an amazing time. Now, one of the most heartfelt moments, if you go back to that clip, is when we were at Ivan Dawson and the kids went to the classroom, and then with the smart TV, and they were in the reading nook that we added as well, using the computers, and they started to sing this song. You're a much better singer than I am, Ron. They started to say, thanks, I give you thanks for all you've done. I literally, without question, teared up, because all the work is just for moments like that. To see young kids smile in our community, it's priceless.
Ms. Kyla Forbes highlight the rundown for the week of activities beginning on Friday to Sunday.
A full weekend of activities. I think we should call this weekend just nonstop. It's nonstop fun. Right. Of course, highlighting the the One VI Poker Run, just activities in general. Now we're starting off with a welcome party and an on-land poker run. Okay. This is for, I wouldn't say our land crabs, but it's for everyone. We want to be inclusive this weekend. And this gives someone the chance to win a hand in our poker run on Sunday. So we have the land-based poker run, which would be on the CB Rugby Pier Park. And you would basically go around to the different vendors and pick a card. So we're having poker on the pair that day. We have a full slate of entertainment. We have the association as well as the Fuse DJs. They start from 3 p.m. on Friday. It's just non-stop. It's just all fun.
Exciting.
We're all geared up. Then on Saturday, you can go down to Paradise for their official poker run party. They're having DJ Maestro from St. Martin.
Okay.
So all fun. Then we're gonna go straight into Sunday. Everyone all geared up. We're all geared up for Sunday, where we will start registration at 8:30 to 10:30, and then the run starts at 10:45.
Okay.
Now we know it's gonna be a rush on Sunday, so we actually have pre-registration. So persons can go to our website and actually pre-register and ATH us. So we have that that banner up on the screen for everyone. So make sure you go ahead and pre-register. Beat the rush.
I agree.
Of course. And then for our boaters over in the U.S. Virgin Islands, we have a port of entry at King Garden Bay, the dock over by Delta.
Okay.
And that's a big, big deal. We want to make it convenient, fast, and easy for our boaters over in the U.S. VI because we are one VI.
Safety is important to the organization, and Dr. Turnbull spoke on the safety aspects of the day's events.
This weekend is not just about a poker run or this, and it's about giving back. If you believe in your community, you believe in making a difference in the life of a child, this is an opportunity to come out, have fun, and make sure we're able to do that. So we want you to come out, have fun, but remember to be safe. I know Kyla has one more thing to add, but I want you to know that this is why we're here. We're leading with a heart. We're making a difference and a positive impact in our community, and that's most important, Ron.
Indeed.
For the full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. Moving on, viewers, where Sheldon Scatliffe is set to become the next chairman of the BVI Electricity Corporation's board. Well, this after Cabinet approved that Scatliffe be appointed chairman of the BVIEC board, which will come into effect after the passing of a resolution in the next sitting of the House of Assembly on Thursday, June 29th. Well, the information was confirmed in a recently published cabinet statement which said that Scatliffe's appointment will be valid until 2026. But the statement said, and I quote, Cabinet decided that Mr. Sheldon Scatliffe be appointed as chairman of the BVIEC Electricity Corporation's board in accordance with Section 4 of the British Virgin Islands Electricity Corporation Ordinance, with effect from the date that approval for such appointment has been obtained by a resolution passed by the House of Assembly and subject to Section 5 of the British Virgin Islands Electricity Corporation Ordinance for a period of 3 years and may be reappointed for any further period of 3 years, the statement read. Once appointed, Scatliffe will be paid $1,000 per month by attendance for his services on the BVI Electricity Corporation's board. Scatliffe presently holds the position of Director of Finance at the BVI Financial Commission, where he has been employed since 2006. And moving on to our final story, where the BVI experienced unstable weather conditions today due to the passage of an active tropical wave. Well, this was reflected in a series of updates by the Department of Disaster Management, which were published on Thursday. But the weather was mostly cloudy with intermittent rainfall, and thunderstorms were experienced in some areas. Tonight's weather is expected to be mostly cloudy with a 50% or moderate chance of showers and thunderstorms. Well, viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Bye-bye.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.